Welcome back, Wellness Warriors. I am excited, nerve-sighted, scared about these upcoming episodes. In fact, I have come to the realization that I have not been here because I felt as though I failed our community in this way that was undercover, I realized. And so we're going to unpack this explant journey, what has kept me from coming on here. And I'm coming on here to update everybody because the messages, the emails, the DMs, the posts have been absolutely remarkable. And everybody is asking, what are my next steps? How am I feeling? What is going on? And I've been sharing very transparently. And this podcast is not going to become exclusively around explants. And when we're talking around amplifying the wellness warrior within, it is what I believe our collective responsibility to start to save humans from making these decisions around altering our bodies in ways that they cannot be undone and they don't come without the risk of deformity and so many other things. So come on into the conversation. Let's unpack this more transparently. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Wellness Warrior Collective. And so with that, we are going to jump in. How am I feeling? Well, I am so we had the surgery and we're in September, and I'm just over 9 months from surgery day. I couldn't feel better when it comes to how sure I am that this was the right decision for me, that without a doubt, these implants were causing extreme toxicity. And I've been absolutely feeling the benefit of having those toxic implants removed from my body. And I'm battling deformity. My left breast is disfigured. It's unattractive in my opinion, and it's far from what I was manifesting, which leads me back to the opening. It's why I felt as though in some way I had failed me and you and every other woman. I was hoping to be a beacon, and men too, be a beacon for removing these implants and fillers from our bodies. And I felt as though my story was going to likely make that possibly less likely because it didn't turn out becoming. I didn't have an immediate, exciting end result. And I didn't realize the rate to which this was being truly muted until I strived to share in explant communities. And I found that because it's an unfavorable story and due to those same fears, that it will evoke fear in others. And so they will choose to remain with implant rather than the risk of what may happen when removed. It really brought to my awareness how big of a deal this really is and how underreported and underrepresented, and really how women are misinformed. So, and I'm going to use the term women here or women more aggressively because women tend to participate in these cosmetic procedures and adjustments more regularly. It doesn't negate that men do it too. And so I leave space for all of you that have altered your body to join me in this conversation. There is no gender that this truth of loving and honoring our bodies and coming back to ourselves and, how misappropriated the celebration around altercation of our body. Like we are literally celebrated for altering our appearance. And if we don't think this is harmful for humans who already consider themselves to be unattractive enough to desire a shift, I'm not quite certain if we have the level of consciousness that it will take for us to open this dialogue and to really, start to move into the waters of the new opportunity and possibility. And again, this isn't to say all plastic surgery is horrible. There is a lot of plastic surgery that can be life-changing, life-altering. Someone with a cleft palate, making them be able to eat more easily or even eat at all orally. And so I am not here to demonize those that have gone into this specialty. I'm here to empower us to think about it differently, to think about how we are worthy without adjustment, without altering our bodies, and how this has been sold to us because of the profit margin. And we are often, almost always, shielded from some portion of the truth because it's either considered unfavorable, meaning maybe we wouldn't go through with it. There isn't enough known, so it hasn't been researched, or it is actually being hidden, meaning that it is unfavorable. And if we knew, we'd probably choose to do different. And so there's a lot of aspects. I'm going to be bringing on lots of different professionals in all different arenas, still talking about amplifying the wellness warrior within. And so we're going to have people outside of the implant and explant and plastics community too. We are not stopping there. And we're going to bring that information forward too. Why? Because there's someone that you know, love, or maybe it is you. And you may not know where to turn. It's really hard to have this conversation because at the end of the day, we know we were the ones that made the decision. We're the ones that chose the procedure, the implant, the injection, the liposuction, whatever it may be. And I'm standing in a space in which those are the only options, doing air quotes for those that are listening, the only options that are said to be available to me. And so I have a lot of things that I'm going to be walking through. I just found out that I'm invited and I am going to be going to, and I feel very blessed because I'm given an opportunity that not many others in my position are given an opportunity to participate in this really exceptional retreat that is all around the energy work that has to do, yes, specifically with explant, but energy for everything. I do believe there are more healing modalities available to me. I have not lost sight of the fact that there is extreme possibility in this world, miracles beyond comprehension. I've taken part in them and been on the receiving end of them. And so I believe there are more meant for me. And I have come to this place of peace. And so the truth is more than feeling like I let people down was the fact that I was back on my knees. I was back to having a lot of thoughts around not liking, loving, and even hating me. This is what you would call normal territory for me. I didn't become a self-love advocate because it felt good for me. I became a self-love advocate because it's been the pathway for me. Because for as long as I can remember, since I was a little girl, I've had very natural and what I would consider normal. For me, it was my normal to hate me. And so walking through this journey has brought a lot of that emotion back up in me. And I know it doesn't serve me. And I know it isn't the truth about me. And it is hard to break these cycles sometimes. And I have not wanted to bring that energy into this community. I've not wanted to contaminate our beautiful podcast and all the upcoming episodes. If you guys could see, like literally what is waiting in the wings, waiting for me to be ready. And so I invite you to come get ready with me because we are going to change things. We are going to uproot what we have been told and sold as truth regarding what we have to do to ourselves. And we are going to fall even more deeply in love, you with you, me with me, and us with each other. Because when we love ourselves unapologetically, it makes room for us to do that for everybody. And so for me, this has been a very delicate walk. I never intended to share quite as transparently as I have. I always intended to share vocally. I knew I would share my recovery. I never thought I'd share imagery. I really didn't think that was a journey meant for me. And I was really scared of what would come up for me. And I've chosen to do it that way because there are so many people that I know, love, and trust that either are living with implants, that I've walked hand in hand with to get explants, that I previously recommended and encouraged to get implants, friends that I have informed and educated and been part of them removing their fillers and stopping Botox and, oh my goodness, the number of things. And so I wanted to share transparently because I'm the mother of 2 children one just 19 and one, going to be 19 and one just 13. And when I realized that they were then going to be launching into a world where these are, again, air quotes for those of you listening, normal things, it's far from normal to contort and destroy our body, to remove functionality. You guys, I don't have feeling in such a vast majority of my torso that I can only begin to say that that's the very beginning of what we do when we alter our bodies. And so we are going to trudge in these waters. We're going to unpack more truth. I'm going to bring on more experts. I'm going to share all of it with you, because as we do, we know that we will awaken others to the power within them too. So I ask you, who do you know? Who do you love that you could share this episode with? Who could you invite to consider coming along the journey and learning more alongside of us? We're going to talk about the misrepresentation, the miseducation. I'm going to share more about my healing protocols and the energy work that I'm doing, and that I know we're going to continue to see more healing. And so I'm excited and scared because I am coming back. I feel like a turtle that's like, my head is emerging. And I'm feeling like myself more. I'm feeling in terms of the emotionality. I'm feeling the strength. I realize that God has, and again, whatever God means for you, but God has placed me in this position so that I can be a beacon and share my story. And so I'm going to do so unapologetically. And I really hope you come along with me. I'm so excited for what we have in store. The ways in which we're going to amplify the wellness warrior within holistically, spiritually, and in community. My most favorite thing in community. So I hope that you'll join us. We've got lots of things coming. I'm not going to break them all down here. I will say, because I'm so excited that the book is on its way. The book is on its way, and I've got speaking engagements already in the next few weeks. The chapter in the book is so exciting because it is an overview. It is a deeper dive into the practice that has changed me, has saved me, and has called in such incredible community. And we are lighting the world up with our bodies of work, and we are coming together collectively. If you have not checked out the Wellness Warrior Collective and all of our opportunities, whether it be our daily self-love, our Wellness Warrior Wednesday, our book club on Thursdays, our Shameless Saturday conversation around addiction and recovery, or our monthly Soulful Sunday sessions, just to name a few of the conversations that we're inviting you to come join into. Oh my goodness, I hope that you tap in. I hope you bring your beauty, your wisdom, your light, and your love, because that's what we're doing. So until next time, sweet wellness warriors, from my heart to yours, and what I wholeheartedly believe is your heart to mine. Thank you for your support, your love, and your time. I don't take it for granted. And I'm so excited to pour forward the wisdom that is going to continue to help us amplify. Sending love and light. I will talk to you all so soon. Have the most magical day wherever you are. And don't forget, head on over and ensure that you click below this link and you sign up to be the first to know about the upcoming book launch. Or go to booklaunchlist.com. I'll see you there.